I'm Prem. I head the information technology for Fanuc India. Prior to that, I worked for General Electric for close to 18 years. I'm a thorough IT professional. I'm associated with Wealth Munshi for the past 4.5 years from 2018 onwards. It is highly beneficial. Basically, it brought a lot of discipline into financial planning. Otherwise, I used to do very ad hoc in the sense that I will create some fixed deposits. If I some lump sum money, I may buy some mutual funds, not knowing under what category that falls into. Main value add which received from Wealth Munshi is that they have brought the concept of goal-based investment and aligning my monthly investments or annual investments towards those goals. For example, be it for my building a retirement portfolio, ensuring that I get to live the same kind of lifestyle, if not better, even after my retirement. Those are the factors which Wealth Munshi has brought in place. We have more discipline in the sense that every month there is an amount getting debited from my bank account. So that is considered to be taken away anyway. So your expenditure also is controlled. Unnecessary expenditures are avoided as much as possible. So these are my biggest benefits or values I have received from Wealth Munshi. For my first investment, it is basically against some of the goals which I had. For example, like I mentioned, for my children's education, retirement fund, medical coverage. You have a very good team, always reachable in multiple modes of communication, be it phone, be it WhatsApp or email. Decent portal and mobile app also developed, so you can see the portfolio and the transactions real time, make the transactions real time. Especially the financial planning and the wealth planning apps are pretty decent. Goal based, you can track all the investment heads as well as all the expense heads. What are the assets you have? It's very comprehensive and elaborate software. Mobile app also is very good. You can track everything at real time. The best experience is understanding by person and by family members and suggesting the right kind of products according to our background, our strengths, our goals, our personality styles, etc. That I would say is the number one. Being very proactive or prompt whenever we have raised a concern, we have raised a question. Financial planning and wealth planning platforms and personal touch. Like I mentioned, the personal touch, that is the key important factor. You guys are very helpful. You are always available. You know the background of each of us, each of the investors, and you keep track of how things are going. So that personal touch rather than dealing with them as a mere customer, that is the main USP. I've been working with Wealth Munshi for the past 4 years. I have had investment advisors from my bank also, because that's offering they have part of my savings account what they have. They keep changing every now and then. They don't have any idea background when they come in and start interacting with me. So they start from scratch. After 6 months, a new person will come. Again, they will start the discussions and they will again start from scratch. They don't have any history of how this person is doing, what his problems are or what his goals are. With Wealth Munshi, I have seen that I have the constant set of people whom I have been dealing with since beginning, to Shami, to Indira, everybody else. So they have a complete track of me as a person, my preferences, my likes, my dislikes, my style, my goals, everything. So that is the biggest advantage or value I see with Wealth Munshi. With Niyesh was the biggest eye-opener, basically listing out all the expenses and making an expense tracker, and then so we realized that how much lacking we were against our goals. So those goals were in our head somewhere. Yeah, I want to have such a lifestyle, or I want to have a European vacation in 3 years. All these wishes were there, but there was no action made, how to save the money for each of those goals. and how we are spending money. When that exercise, comprehensive detailed exercise was done, that was a big eye opener, and how we can control the expenses and how we can turn them into investments. Punctuality and professional approach, that is number one, I would say, because you guys never miss a meeting. You never ignore an email. You are all very responsive. So I would give very high grades for that particular quality. Second is honesty. But on a lighter note, Niyesh used to be much more available in the earlier days. Business has grown and he's very busy, but he seems to be not reachable these days. So I would like to chat with him once in a while. I will continue to be associated with Wealth Munshi. Considering some of the other priorities I have, I may look to expand my portfolio as well and take their advice for succession planning and other things. So I truly endorse and hope that I continue this association for many, many years. Initial days, it is going to be a little painful. Like I said earlier, the first exercise of tracking the income and expenses and assets, that is going to be very, very eye-opening. You'll be shocked to know that, you are capable of doing so much, but you're not doing it because you don't have a discipline. So, but that exercise is going to be the foundation on how you're going to build your portfolio and plan your future. So take that in the right spirit. Second is, Niyesh and team are very, very prompt, but very aggressive in following up with you to make sure that you take the actions at the right time. So again, that is for your own benefit. WealthMunshi is a lifetime partner.